Are you looking to become a real estate agent while serving in the military? Well, let's muster up and talk about that. Hey, welcome back, Military Journeyman. If you're new to this channel, my name is Julian Miata, and my goal is to help you along your military journey by giving you the best military tips and money-saving hacks. So subscribe so you can keep up to date. So my wife and I recently just got stationed in the DMV area. Not the DMV like where you do your car stuff, but the DMV being the trifecta, District of Columbia, Maryland, and Virginia. When we found out that we were going to be stationed here, we decided to do what most people do and rent a place. Knowing that my contract was going to be here for quite a few years, it didn't really make sense to just rent and continue to rent during my whole stay, because you actually make a lot of BAH living in this area. Because whether you live in Maryland or Virginia or DC, you're getting the DC BAH, and I believe at this time that's for a married couple, an E4 is around $2,350, somewhere around there. Let's say that you're stationed here for over 3 years, and maybe you're an officer or you're an E5, you could have essentially made over $60,000 of BAH, untaxed BAH money, but you decided to pay somebody else's mortgage. So being somewhere where you have a lot of options, living in Virginia, Maryland, or DC, we quickly found out that each state has a lot of different things to offer. Some pros and some cons. Maybe you're a gun enthusiast and Maryland might not be the state for you because they are very strict on their gun rules, so maybe you want to live in Virginia if you have a big case full of guns. As a military member, you have to think about some of these things before you move or while you're here. Going through this real estate transaction process was really enjoyable. Just being able to go to the different houses, figure out what would work, what doesn't work, if we destroyed this wall or we renovated this area, and ultimately it was finding a house that suited our goals. And I really enjoyed that because it was fun for my wife and I, and we were able to find the home that best suited our needs at this time. So for us, we purchased a multi-level home. It's got a basement area that we could renovate and put in a kitchenette, get either like a Airbnb tenants in there or a long-term tenant, and that would pay for our mortgage. And that was our big goal, was finding a home that we could house hack to be able to cut that mortgage. The big thing for us was to be able to save that BAH, because that's untaxed money that you can kind of pocket if you are wise and smart about how you invest it. I know a lot of people in this area, they move to Fort Belvoir and because it's easy and it's a beautiful community, lots of benefits to moving to Fort Belvoir. But for us, we really wanted to be able to save our BAH. When you move to Fort Belvoir, you lose that BAH. They basically take it from you and they use that to be able to pay for the facility there. But for us, what was really important was being able to pocket that money. So going through this process, I realized that I really want to get my real estate license, and I went online and I tried to see if there's like any scholarships or benefits available for military members who want to become real estate agents. I looked online and I quickly found that Long & Foster offers a military scholarship for military members. I think they even give it to veterans too. I'll post in the description a link to where you can do that. But if you're in the DC, DMV area, then you can apply for the scholarship. Just check the description and you can see if the conditions apply to you. But I think being in the military and being a real estate agent is a really good combo if your job lines up for that. If you're stationed in the DMV, it's probably because you're either working at a headquarters or C4IT, some type of technology office. You're probably not going to be going and getting deployed, and you're probably going to be in this area for at least 2 to 3, maybe more years. So it really just kind of made sense to get a real estate license at this time because my job allows me enough time off of work to be able to take a part-time or possibly even a full-time job. One thing that you want to do is check your branch's rules and regulations, because you don't want to do something that the military branch that you're serving in is against. So the Coast Guard has specific instructions for dealing with real estate and other coworkers. So you want to be in the clear and make sure that you are okay to do whatever you're doing. I also had to put in an authorization request, basically just like a request form saying like, hey, this is the type of job that I'm going to be doing, this is the brokerage that I'm going to be working at, and it's not going to interfere with my duties being a Coast Guardsman. There's a lot of different ways that you can approach real estate investing as a military member. You could go the VA route and just purchase a house every year or every tour and use your VA benefit to be able to purchase a home for no money down. We actually bought this house and we got $3,000 back at closing. So we literally paid nothing. They paid us to move into the house, which is a really nice benefit that you get being in the military. And how you structure your deal is also really important. You know, if we weren't able to structure our deal the right way, we probably would have spent around $10,000 for closing costs. But because my real estate agent was able to work out a deal with the person that was selling, we were actually have our closing costs paid for, and we actually got money back at closing. So being in the DMV area, if you're Coast Guard, Air Force, Navy, Marines, whatever, let me know if you're going to be moving, and I would definitely like to help you out. I'll include my email down below, and you can just shoot me a message and say like, hey, I'd like to meet up and talk about real estate, whether it's buying or selling your home. And that's really my goal, being a real estate agent in this area, is to be able to help military members ease out that transition. Whether you're coming here or moving out, I want to be able to help military members in this area make this transition as smooth as possible, because I wish I had someone that really knew their stuff and was a military member, knew how the process went when I came to this area, because, you know, maybe I wouldn't have rented my first 6 months while I was here. Maybe I would have bought before I came here. But I didn't have someone that could advocate for me. I didn't have someone on my side. And that's really what I am hoping to do as a real estate agent in this area. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think being a real estate agent while being in the military is a good idea? Is it something that you'd like to do? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing, guys. If you like this video, check out this video right here, or keep watching right here. Until next time, guys. Peace out.